All right, so Major League Baseball and the Players Association are talking about a three separate division league with three separate sites. All right. Now, it seems like every week there's a new plan.
Right.
Remember we had just Arizona, then we had then we had Florida and Arizona. Now we have Florida, Arizona, Texas. Right? So there would be three divisions, 10 teams in each division. One division would play in Arizona, one division would play in Florida, and the third would play in Texas. All the East Coast teams would play, and you're only playing those teams in your division. So you wouldn't be playing, the teams from Arizona and Texas.
And they're wiping out the leagues, right? So the Nationals
There would be no American League,
The Nationals would be playing the Orioles all the time.
Yeah, this might actually be fun.
And the Phillies would be in there, and it'd be kind of all regional.
Yep. Right. So three divisions based on geography: East Coast and Florida, West Coast and Arizona, and the Central Division, which would be all the teams in the Midwest, would be playing in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like it. Is that fanless? Or can
that would be fanless.
Can we do it like the White House press briefings where we have like 3 or 4 seats between? It's better than nothing.
Yep. Well, maybe eventually they get there.
Fans.
Come on.
You know, the 50-50 jackpot would not be swole.
No, it'd be terrible. But you'd win.
Yeah, you might win, but I mean, you win the nubbins.
Right.
And then they got to work.
Depressed.
They got to work on broadcast partners and who would be broadcasting what and where and all that nonsense. Because you got to watch the games. That's the point of doing it.
What are they? Do they leak sort of what they're thinking
in terms of
a
the
target date? Yeah.
I didn't see that in the story. No, I don't think
they were
so.
grasping at June.
Yeah, because I think there's I mean, we keep talking about there's a life cycle, no matter how vicious it is. There's a life cycle to all these viruses, in all likelihood. So this thing's going to quiet down.
Well, the story from the weekend was they were looking at 80 to 100 games. So whenever that, they have to get back in some sort of camp too. I don't know how long they would do that, 2-3 weeks maybe. Yeah. And then it would be 80 to 100 games.
Well, the pitchers need at least 3 weeks. There's no way you're going to put a pitcher out there unless you want him to pitch, 3 innings for the first month of the season.
Right.
All right, give the pitchers 2 weeks, and the rest of the players, give those lollygaggers like 2 days. They don't need that much work.
Well, they're only going to get like 10 starts.
We've seen spring training. Okay, we know what happens leading up to the season.
You just wonder, though, what the players are going to say about, because this is the whole deal where some of these guys, if they have to move to Texas, let's say, but they're not allowed to bring their family.
Yeah.
A lot of these players are going to balk at this.
I know.
They'll be able to bring their family.
But if they want to get paid.
They'll be able to bring their family.
Although some of the big dollar guys that don't need to get paid, they might say, screw it, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be away from my kids. I mean, Mike Trout's got a brand new baby coming.
There's no way they're going to be able to do it and be away from their family. They're going to have to bring the families. And then, everyone's going to kind of have to hunker down and be really, really great with the social distancing and all that stuff. And then they're going to have to test these guys all the time.
Yeah, they're going to have to
That's
negotiate
the only way
that.
to do it until we get, a viable treatment and that sort of thing.
Jason, did you see that Trey Mancini has stage 3 colon cancer?
Yeah, I was going to get to that. It's kind of a scary story, man. I mean,
is that the guy that just had it? Who was the guy that had the cancer with the Oriole that had the cancer?
It was Trey, but they announced that it was stage 3 colon cancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he got a physical, and then he was taking a leave of absence
He had the surgery, but it's advanced further than they had thought.
Yeah, and he's going to have to do 6 months of
6
chemo.
months of chemo. Yep.
Yeah.
28 years old.
Yeah.
Well, scary.
I don't know a lot about it, but I do think it's treatable. It's one of the more treatable ones. Stage 3 sucks, but I think,
it's better than stage 4.
Yeah. I think he's a healthy young person, so he's got probably a better shot than most.